Hi everyone, Scott Lewis here for Wirefly. Today I'm here to unbox the Samsung Galaxy Note 3 for Verizon. I understand the Note 3's been out for a while, but I actually got one in for some different Schmackdown review videos, so I thought it'd be a good time to do a quick unboxing video. So just looking at the outside of the box, it's very much like the Galaxy S4 Mini that we just unboxed a couple minutes ago, but this is the Note 3, quite a bit larger. Take the top off, and there's the Note 3. Inside the box here, I'm going to guess is pretty similar to the S4 Mini that we had, which is the instruction manuals. Quite a large, thick sync cable. So this is for the Galaxy Note 3. We have the charge block. And the battery. Now the battery in the Note 3 is going to be a 3,200 milliamp hour battery. It is a very large battery, but it's a very large phone, so it definitely needs a lot of battery to make it run. And looks like a little puller. I'm not sure what this is for. I'll try and find out and leave it in the description of the video. But it looks like it comes with some pins and a puller. Maybe it is to take out the SIM card or something there. Maybe as we dig into the phone we'll find out what that's for. Alright, I wanted to zoom in a little bit closer so you can get a little better look. Let's go ahead and pull the back cover off, and we'll put the battery in the Note 3. Right here you can see the micro SIM card, and then right on top is where you put the micro SD card, so it's kind of layered in there. You can see the S Pen once again sticking out a little bit, and then the camera. The camera on the Note 3, the primary camera, is going to be a 13 megapixel primary camera. It's a very good camera, so if you're looking for a good camera in a smartphone, the Galaxy Note 3 is fantastic, as well as the S4, the S4 Mini. All of the Galaxy line of phones, the new editions, have great cameras. Let's go and pull the screen protector off here. Navigating the Note 3 is just like any of the other Samsung Galaxy phones. We have the two virtual buttons with the home button, the real button, in the middle. Up on top is the 3.5mm headphone jack, power and sleep button on the right hand side here, and then the volume up and down rocker switch here on the left. So, and then on the bottom is that unique charge port for the Note 3. Alright, so we went through the setup process with the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. I wanted to make sure I showed you the home screen. While it was all starting up and loading everything and updating everything, I took a minute to Google essentially what this is, and it's actually replacement tip puller and replacement tips for the S Pen. So if you break your tip on your S Pen, they do give you, it looks like, 4 new tips plus the puller. So that's what the tweezers are for. Now just to compare the Galaxy Note 3 with the Galaxy S4 and then maybe the S4 Mini, you can see how much larger the Galaxy Note 3 is than these other two phones. Now the S4 is no slouch, it's a 5-inch display, and the S4 Mini with a 4.3-inch display. So the Galaxy Note 3 is quite a bit larger than both of these phones here. It has a 5.7-inch Super AMOLED HD display with screen resolution of 1080 by 1920, giving an overall pixel density of 386 pixels per inch. So that makes the Galaxy Note 3 a great phone for sharing and watching video with friends and family, and also has a great speaker. Not only is it great for sharing video because of the large screen, but also the sound quality coming out is nice and loud and very crisp and very clear. So when you're sharing those videos with everyone, you'll be able to hear them as well as see them and share them. On the front of the phone here, we have a 2 megapixel front-facing camera, very high quality, great resolution for taking selfie pictures, as well as doing video chats, Skype, anything like that. Overall weight on the Galaxy Note 3 is 5.93 ounces, so it is quite a hefty phone, but it doesn't feel very heavy in your hand. It just kind of, because of its size, you would think that it weighs what it weighs, so it has a very nice feel. Also the back, it kind of looks like a stitched back leather cover, but it is a polycarbonate, it is a plastic back, as we can see when we pull it off here. It's a hard piece of plastic, but it has a very high quality look, so it doesn't look like cheap shiny plastic. It looks like a nice piece of stitched leather back on the phone, so it's very nice. Now, there's multitasking on the Note 3. You can do that while you're sending text messages. You can surf the internet. Really nice when you're in landscape mode, because you can have both of them going at the same time here. So, like I said, the Galaxy Note 3 is great for sharing and doing multitasking. And that's mainly because it's powered by a Snapdragon 800 processor. That's a 2.3 gigahertz processor and 3 gigabytes of RAM. It also has 32 gigabytes of onboard storage to store all your pictures and video and multimedia content. But if 32 gigabytes isn't enough for you, we did show you where there's a spot to add a micro SD card to expand storage by up to 64 additional gigabytes. Let's take a look at the S Pen real quick, and then we'll wrap up our unboxing video here. So we have the S Pen. As you pull it out, you get the Air Command window that comes up here, and you can select some different things. So you can do like screenshots, you can make notes right on a screen. So there's some really neat things that you can do with the S Pen here. It even has a little button to do multiple commands, or some different commands. So we'll get into the S Pen a lot in the full review of the Galaxy Note 3, so I look forward to doing that. And we'll also probably put the Galaxy Note 3 up against maybe its brother, the Galaxy Mega, in a Wirefly smartphone schmackdown. So stay tuned for that. And that wraps up our unboxing. My name is Scott Lewis for Wirefly. Thanks for watching.